Peace, world. Thanks for pressing play on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment video. Look, the boy just went brain dead, but Dame Lillard, Dame time is just ridiculous down here or down there in the NBA campus or the bubble in Orlando. The dude is averaging 37 points per game or something. He just had 61 last night. He's had a 50-point game, I believe. Dude is playing phenomenally, and they have all of their talent. And even I think Melo was up around 20 points. But specifically in looking at Dame Lillard, I said years ago at a family gathering to my wife's cousin that Lillard was the better player between him and Steph Curry. And I took an L in that. I did. I hadn't really spent a lot of time looking at Steph, and I think I was a prisoner in the moment of something that Dame was doing, and it was one of the weakest arguments I've ever said. I'll admit that. But I think here, years later, while Dame has steadily, has been steady, he hasn't had the same talent around him, but he came out and made the bold decision to stay where he started. And he's campaigned and been vocal about he's not chasing a ring, and he's not a fan of those that are doing it and have done it. Hence, the shots that were fired between him and PG last week. But anyway, back to this Steph and Dame comparison. I feel today that Steph would have to come back and do some really great stuff to be a better player for me. And I thought I was going to find some weaknesses in Steph's finals numbers versus his regular season numbers, and they really just aren't there. They're about the same. But I think where I might win this argument is the fact that despite Steph is a 3-time NBA champion, he doesn't have any MVPs. He doesn't have any finals MVPs. And I did not notice that. It was lost on me that the dude was born in Akron, Ohio. I may have seen that a couple of years ago and just forgot about it. But that's crazy that, him and LeBron both being born up in Northeast Ohio. But anyway, that's just a quick aside. Again, he obviously has a unanimous MVP. Steph has the best shooting season I've ever witnessed. I mean, him in, I believe it was 2016, was disgusting. I mean, this dude is sitting out the fourth quarter with 40 posted already on several games, or not even playing in the, not playing half of the third quarter or something. It was phenomenal to watch. And I love Steph's game. And he transformed, he transformed basketball and shooting, the art of shooting and shooting off the dribble and all of that. I will just say that I don't see Dame Lillard leading his team to the finals or the Western Conference Finals, and him not being the MVP. Another knock against Curry in the postseason is he was down 1-3 in 2 of those finals runs. When have we seen anybody down, any superstar or elite down 1-3 in multiple series and not coming back in one of those? And that's why I feel like he was abused in that he just wasn't the leading man for those guys. He might have hit a key bucket or two. He might have even had a crucial triple-double in one of those games where he didn't shoot all that well. And again, this is eye test stuff. I didn't stat check all of this. My facts could be wrong. I'm going off of my feelings. I just feel like Steph has faltered in the finals. And whether it was going up against Kyrie Irving, whether it was LeBron switching over to him, or him being screened into guarding LeBron or him being screened into guarding, a James Harden, I think he's been a glaring weakness at points. But again, like I said, he has hit some key baskets in several of those situations. But I just don't feel like I've seen many dominant finals games from him. It became more of a team game and more of a team win, in my humble opinion. Now, Dame still he's got to do some things. He's got to get to where Curry's been. It was difficult for him to get onto an All-Star team, a couple of years and whatnot. But I just think the way they're built physically, not just put together in between the ears or their resolve. I just think the way they're built, the athleticism that Dame brings, I think the next 3 or 4 years, at least 3 years, I'd be hard pressed to say that between the two, Curry is going to be the better player. We know Curry's has some durability issues. Like I said, man, they've shown him in one-on-one defense a couple of times and fighting through screens and whatnot. And Steph has been abused. I was even critical on some of his defensive tactics and the defensive awareness and his defensive effort at times. But, he has the 3 championships, the 2 MVPs, 3-time NBA, first team. He is a scoring championship, steals leader in 2016. 2016, the shooting split was 50, 40, and 90. That's 50 from 2-point field goals, 40% from 3 from behind the arc, and then 90% from the free throw line. So again, man, we could be splitting hairs here. Like I said, it's hard to argue against a dude who was at the forefront of leading the team to 73-9. I get it, but I'm just saying, man, Dame doesn't have all of those. He hasn't had Portland hasn't been, a flagship organization along the way. The way they're currently constituted looks like they could be a problem. And that's the fact. Here it is again. You're still just barely making it in. I know Nurkic wasn't available earlier, so on and so forth. But anyway, I'm not stretching this out just to stretch it out, man. I think Dame time is becoming a real problem. And I'm looking forward to what happens this postseason. My name is Wood. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Peace.